Hey you guys, happy day 45. It is day 45 even though I did not post a video on day 44. So I did get back to work yesterday. I did do some editing, a couple paragraphs. There's just been a transition in life and it wasn't worth it for me to do the video. So anyway, but I'm back at it now, and today starts the day that I'm doing some morning book work and some evening book work, and I have a goal based on getting to page 300 in my manuscript by April 1st. I'm trying to edit roughly 6 pages a day. And I think I just have to do the smaller chunks, I think, instead of a big chunk, because I just wallow around in it and then my mind starts to go. And again, we've talked about this before, like I go as in wander. I think that it's subject matter. I think because it's intense and I can only take these sessions in fragmented sessions. So, anyway, or that's just my excuse for being a first time book writer and just not having these skills honed, or that I have a full-time job and this isn't, I don't want excuses, whatever. I'm doing the work and that's the way it's going to go. So this will be a little bit longer video today. We'll say that yesterday's video and today's video is combined. I am going to read you a paragraph. And so this is a follow-up from what I read the other day with Lissa, and it's not the next paragraph, so there are a few in between, and I'm really happy how this whole scene has been edited. And I was thinking this morning after I edited this one, like, this would have been the perfect paragraph to read to you before I did these edits, because I've told you this whole scene was really just sort of like plopped into the manuscript and was really just a placeholding and a frame. And so now I'm getting in there and just spending the time with it to craft the words to hopefully create some imagery and feeling. So I'm going to read this to you, and then I've only got like one paragraph or so to go, and then the scene is over, and then we're on to a new chapter. So what I'm going to keep my eyes out for, instead of just like moving into each paragraph and starting work right away, because that's what I do, and then I think, oh shoot, like I should have read that to you. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for a paragraph that I feel like is an important one imagery wise, but that I feel like is really hollow. So I can read it to you first, or copy and paste that into a note that I can do a before and after with in the future. So that's to come. Okay, so I feel like part of my problem the other day with Lissa was I wasn't close enough to the computer. So again, like, I can't see myself, I can't see you. I'm only looking at the manuscript and the film. The computer's filming me, so you're gonna see me reading the manuscript, and I'll be back in a second. But really, I'm not going anywhere. So, okay. And then the word MEMOIR, which is the type of book this will be, which is creative nonfiction, basically, is pronounced by people that are schooled and educated and worldly and all the things as memoir. And then everybody else who just reads the word says memoir. So I'm still in that place where I feel like it's more truthful and honest for me to say memoir, but I think that maybe over time, and when I'm actually like in Wikipedia as an American author and this book is successful along with other books, I'll probably know better and say memoir. So that word is in this paragraph, and I'll do whatever feels best when I get to it. Okay, so here we go. So this still is in the billy goat, you guys, which is part of the scene, but the scene is coming to an end, and I read that a few videos back. Look for Lissa when I had somebody with me in the video if you want to hear that paragraph. Okay, so here we go. Gabe made my country dance dreams come true that night, and I'd forever want more. He begged me to go with him. Melinda was ready to go, and I was having so much fun. She'd driven and hadn't had as much to drink as I did. She had been anything but captivated by Gabe, and likely had thought that our flirting had gone on long enough. He pleaded with me to go with him instead. I was drunk. I wanted so badly to sit on the bench seat in his old white Dodge and explore what I couldn't from both the confines and security of my UPS uniform. Where would we go, I wondered. My conscience worked hard in the background to steady the effects of the alcohol. Is he offering to take me home? I thought, as if watching the two of us from behind a two-way mirror. He must be nuts, the police officer in me rationed, as I recalled how much he'd had to drink. I can still see his eyes as they bored into mine, doing his persuasive best to get me out of there and a little of my time to himself. He was nearly frantic. The clock was ticking, and he could feel it. Melinda grew more agitated by her unsolicited role of babysitter with each passing minute and shifted her body weight in place nearby. He could sense my desire and curiosity and pressed on. I went inside myself for a moment and imagined going with him. It would have been amazing and bad. I didn't trust myself, and I had no reason to go with him. I ultimately restrained all curiosity and impulse and told him that I had to go. I'd see him later, I told him. He was disappointed. He had gotten so close, if only in our minds, yet so far from having me to himself. I've wondered time and again what that night would have been like if I'd gone with him, and how the days might have unfolded in the months and years that followed. That's another book, I guess. A novel instead of a memoir. Okay, so I'm getting there. I said memoir, like a soft wa instead of a memoir, like it's another word. So I'm easing into that successful pronunciation. Anyway, that's the paragraph. I'm happier with my reading today. I didn't miss any words, and I felt like it was pretty smooth, and I'm not like blotchy and like embarrassed since I'm all by myself. But very, very long video today. Let me know any of the things. I'm putting myself out here, and I know, like, obviously I want the book to be good, but some people are going to love it and some people aren't, and I'm going to get tons of criticism because that's what happens. You know, I root for that because I root for the book to be successful, and if the book's successful, then it's going to have a lot of eyes on it, and people are going to talk a lot of crap. Bring the crap. If you have a crappy comment, put it in the comments. That's fine. That's why I'm here. Okay. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll let you know how evening book work goes. All right. Bye.